Hey, welcome in everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the bad CGI from the movie The Flash. I came across this article from Cosmic Book News. The title is Exclusive: The Flash director Andy Muschietti covering up poor CGI. Hollywood Insider offers the CGI team wasn't given enough time and more. So having recently seen this movie, I can definitely validate that
It's true.
the CGI was not as good as it should have been, in my opinion. Now, there are many blockbuster movies with huge budgets that have great CGI. This was not one of them. So let's go ahead and get into the article. I've been contacted by a Hollywood buddy of mine in regards to why the special effects in the Flash movie are so bad, where I'm told Andy Muschietti is covering things up. The Flash is currently bombing big time at the box office, where many fans have pointed to the VFX as a major problem. Andy Muschietti recently filled in IO9 that the visual effects are meant to look like that. The idea, of course, is we are in the perspective of the Flash, explained the director. Everything is distorted in terms of lights and textures. We enter this water world, which is basically being in Barry's point of view, POV. It was part of the design, so if it looks a little weird to you, that was intended.
Yeah, and you've got the audacity, yeah.
The article continues with the mention, and there you have it. If you see the Flash and wonder, wait, are those visual effects real? Did they finish that? The answer, whether you love it or hate it, is yes, they did. It was done on purpose, and was the filmmaker's intention to make sure what the Flash sees is different from what a normal person would see. The article continues, Andy Muschietti is full of it. My Hollywood source tells me that is total BS. Andy Muschietti is full of it about the CGI meaning to look like that, states my source who I regularly hang out with at Comic-Con. They didn't give the CGI team enough time to complete the scenes. It's why even scenes outside of the Speed Force are trash, like Ben's cape and moments with the Flash on Keaton's plane, and during the Zod final battle. Now, having said that, it sounds like this article is based on a trust me bro kind of source, but it does seem likely that if they were going to try to say, hey, why is the CGI so bad? Well, it was intended. We wanted it to be from a perspective. So, though the source could be iffy, it does sound plausible. My friend continues, director is covering up for it by saying it was a creative choice. Total BS. The source also says the final version released in theaters isn't what has been screened in screen tests and isn't what Andy Muschietti intended, which may mean Muschietti's version is a lot better. Reported to have a 4-hour cut. A 4-hour cut of the Flash movie. Wow. And why Muschietti was given Batman the Brave and the Bold. I enjoyed all the stuff with Keaton in it, honestly. It's a shame. From what I was told, the Flash people screened last year was not this, says my source. A lot changed. The director was hoping to use this to conclude Snyder's universe, but execs didn't allow it. Such BS. Similar to what I said in my review, my source also feels James Gunn has a lot to prove with his new DCU. DC is done. I feel like regardless of what Gunn puts out, it's an uphill battle, says the source. My Comic-Con source's proven record includes Batman producer Michael Uslan on the Stan Lee DC Comics project, Dwayne Johnson wanting to take over DC Films universe, Henry Cavill returning as Superman, Marvel and Chaos, all the Crisis info, Abrams on Superman, Gunn at DC, and more. So what the article's writer is trying to convey is that his source has been right about many things in the past, and although, like I said before, this does kind of seem like a trust me bro kind of source, it does seem very likely that that's one way that they would use to cover it up. Having seen The Flash, I thought the movie was not the worst thing that DC had put out, but definitely left a lot to be desired. Unfortunately, having Michael Keaton there and an opportunity to put some other characters in there, I feel like it was a miss. They had a chance to do something to kind of close off the Snyderverse but they really missed. And after having this movie go through so many different directors and being delayed for so long and still not being able to finish the CGI in time, that just kind of tells you the state of DC at that time. Moving forward with James Gunn, I guess we're gonna have to see what that's gonna look like. But to conclude the Snyderverse, not too good. My final thoughts on the Flash movie were the beginning of the movie, or I would say the first half of the movie, that kind of focused mostly on Ezra Miller's The Flash, was probably the weakest part of it. I don't feel personally that Ezra Miller is the best leading actor or actress in a movie, so it's a little hard to stay with it. And having two of them, it's a little rough. Though I wasn't crazy about Ezra Miller's portrayal of Flash, especially in the beginning, there was a scene at the end of the movie that I thought he really pulled off without giving too much away. It was really tugged on the heartstrings, to be honest, so he did a really good job there. So although I can knock him for some of his performance, I'm definitely going to give him credit for that part. But when Michael Keaton's Batman shows up, the way the movie goes from then on and their dynamic, it seems a lot better to me. And although many people were sad that Henry Cavill wasn't returning in this movie as Superman, their choice for Supergirl, in my opinion, wasn't too bad. Actually, I thought that she did a really good job. Kind of wish they would have had a little bit more of an arc for her to go through, but she was basically just a tool in the movie for the action scenes and to advance things a little bit. But yeah, I thought she did a pretty good job, to be honest. So if you saw The Flash, tell me what you thought of it. Did you like the CGI? Do you think that this excuse is for real? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, until next time, bye everyone.